Welcome back to Enter the Matrix, and Shiro is joining us. Shiro, would you please give us your opinion on the Matrix movies, for the sake of context?
I have no opinion.
Oh, you never seen those movies?
Great.
Nope.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. Basically, don't worry, Shiro. The plot in this game has no importance, or it doesn't make any sense either, so it's not like you need to. Anyway, basically, we're here...
I love the guard's surrendering and you still kick him.
Obviously.
There you go, Shiro. That's what happens when you go into combat.
This camera is very erratic.
Oh, trust me. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Trust me, you should have seen part 1, actually.
This would make quite a few people I know dizzy, actually.
Okay, basically, we're here in the post office, blowing the shit out of the post office because we need to come up to get a package that contains a message. That's an important message that the resistance against the machines needed. So that's pretty much what we're doing. That's all you really need to know.
Basically, Shiroi, the premise
And you
of
can't
this
just walk to the desk and get the package and leave.
No,
Of course not.
no, because there's too much rubble in the way, so it's a kind of a maze and shit.
Basically, Shiroi, the premise of the whole franchise is that machines have taken over humanity, enslaved them, and forced them to live in a virtual reality called this Matrix, thingy. Some of them escaped from resistance, rebellion movements or some shit, and basically are now acting as spies inside the Matrix, basically trying to free other humans and searching this so-called the One, which is supposed to be a Christ-like figure that will bring freedom to humanity and destroy the machines, which is Keanu Reeves' character in the movies. Basically,
And,
this game wants to do something else. It's basically a spin-off that doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the main character is played by Jada Pinkett Smith. For those that don't know, she's Will Smith's wife. Loading Breakout.
Oh,
can I play Breakout, please? No? Oh.
and she was also in Madagascar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so more combat.
You
Yeah,
you attacked her from behind you. Yeah, we'll just stand there and let you run to us.
This guy.
Yeah, Shiroi, since you don't know, apparently Pedro told me that, for the cutscenes, the animations are done with motion capturing, but in-game, they're done by the programmers, as you can see.
Yeah, look at the way she runs.
And you haven't even seen the climbing yet.
Okay, hold on. Calm down, camera. Jesus Christ.
Lakito has taken some drugs today.
Okay, let's go.
I'm just gonna show off my fancy jumping skills.
Basically, Shiroi, we can activate the bullet time that does that all cool matrixy slow down shit. Okay, this guy talking right here is Sparks, our operator. He's in the real world, giving us so he can see everything from
And
his
he's the
screens.
best character in the game.
Yeah.
Mainly because he actually has a character. He's a snarky git. Whereas Niobe is a
Blandy McBland Bland?
No, Blandette McBland.
Oh, okay.
And
Also,
Joseph-
also, Shiroi, from a female perspective, what the fuck is that hair? Do women actually like that hairdo?
I can tell I've seen some women...
Honestly, from behind, since that's how we've been viewing her mostly, I thought she was male, so...
Oh, okay. Well, trust me, she does have this. She does.
With
Well,
that hairstyle, to be perfectly honest.
well, trust me, she actually has this hairdo in both this movie and in Matrix Reloaded. So this is actually a thing.
This movie?
Oh, sorry. This game.
Like I said, it's clearly not very popular because I've never seen any girl with that hair.
Well, I guess even 2003 hairstyles had standards.
Okay.
Whoa!
Okay, so now we're driving through a ghost town.
So it's kind of like Watch Dogs on PSP and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
But like 10 years earlier.
Okay, basically this is a driving session. The controls work pretty much like a GTA game. Basically, just go where the arrow points you, and you can hold the focus button. The focus button has been replaced by the ghost. The focus meter has been replaced by the ghost meter. Basically, every time there's policemen bothering you, you can hold the focus button to have ghosts shoot people. The problem is that it spends meter, as you're seeing right now. So I cannot abuse ghosts. I have to, help wait till it recharges and shit.
Oh, so now the music starts. Okay.
Yeah.
When the action kicks in.
I hate this music, by the way.
This actually does remind me of Ballistic X vs 7 music.
Ugh. This looks like a bad track from Shadow the Hedgehog. Jesus Christ.
Too pretty.
Oh my, and as you can see, Shiroi, these graphics are...
Putrid.
How shall I put it? Disgusting.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Hey,
even by 2003 standards, this doesn't look that good.
this music, not only does it not fit, like, it's intolerable.
I can imagine that the sound director going in and say, this is not great enough. We need to be more deep, grittier.
Okay, but I hate this particular part because in this
You have 2 minutes to survive.
yeah, in this part you have to basically survive for 2 minutes because the road is blocked. Basically, the game is Basically, the game is trying to pad itself out by forcing me to stay here in the same place for 2 minutes, trying to survive. I'm not even kidding. That's all it's doing. I'm going back because again, I can't go on, so I might as well just go back.
Now, on your right, you will see a grey building, and on your left, you will see a grey building. But if you look up ahead, you'll see a grey building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a great
worst tourist
architecture.
town ever.
The architect. Well, I've always said that the Matrix architect is a shitty architect, and this proves it.
Yeah, he looks the colour grey. When again, considering he wears grey suits, it's kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Which is odd. I thought the primary colour of the
Okay.
Matrix
Okay.
was green.
Okay, I take it back. Even Shadow the Hedgehog's music isn't this bad. Seriously, what the fuck?
And so this is by far more generic than Shadow the Hedgehog's music.
Jesus Christ. I've actually turned the volume down so I don't have to listen to it. Jesus Christ. This music frustrates me to know. Was this done by Don Davis?
I don't know.
But then again, you say that this feels like Ballistic, so I'm willing to believe it.
Like I said, he's good with an orchestra, just not
Techno.
just not a synthesizer. He's kind of like Jun Sonoe.
Okay, the blockhead's cleared. Now we can actually go.
Thank you.
Okay, are you done? Powder. Ooh.
Whoa.
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 Let's play Human Bop It.
Marvelous car physics, right, guys?
Reminds me so much of Vigilante 8 for the first PlayStation.
The car's not even really touching yours all that much.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, let's keep going.
Also, the drawn out distance is terrible too.
Yeah.
And this is on the GameCube.
No, Teo. This is machine.
It's
fog.
the machines trying to impede your progress and have it so that it has to load every time you drive up to it.
It's machine fog, as Titus would say,
Or Titus.
or Titus, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, we're out of that segment.
That's quite an abbreviation.
Yeah.
Okay, so we finished the level. So we're almost done. Now we have to rip off. Now we have to rip off Now we have to rip off the rooftop scene from the first full movie.
Okay.
Do you mean pay homage?
Does that mean we have a boss fight against an agent?
Not a boss fight. We run away from it. The
You
boss
know-
fight.
you
The
know
boss
what
fight
they
has been part 3.
You know what they said in the film? You know, when you see an agent do
No.
run.
Like, no.
That's
So wait, of all the stuff you could rip off, you rip off Diamonds Are Forever. Seriously, you know that scene in Diamonds Are Forever where the car did that?
It's yeah. I'll give Indigo Prophecy this. It definitely looks better than this game.
Definitely.
I mean, it looks like crap, true, but
Aquaman Battle for Atlantis look better than this.
Hi, Agent. Agent.
yeah, who cares? The only agent who has a character is Smith.
Well, that's because he's played by Hugo Weaving.
True.
And the agents are the only ones I can understand them being, you know, monotone because they're, you know, computers,
Yeah.
technically. But the humans,
The humans are just as monotone as the computers.
yeah, Agent Smith's got more charisma than...
Here we go. Wee. Basically, Shiroi, I'm holding out the L button,
Oh,
which
we're floating?
it's the bullet time. Have you ever at least seen one clip from the where they go slow mo and they do some really cool moves? Basically, in this game, I press the focus button and I can go into slow them out, and I can do wall running and shit like that. So parkour.
Why does she climb up ladders like she really needs to go to the toilet?
because
Just-
it's animations. Oh shit!
Surprise, Oh no, it's Agent...
These character models.
These models are ugly.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, they do look better than the 06 townspeople.
That's not saying much, though.
That's like saying,
You
Sick
team
looks better than
agents.
shit.
That's like saying okay. Unfortunately,
Oh
once
yes, climbing. You're climbing again. Tell me that. Tell me you're climbing.
No,
again.
No, he's actually, he's gonna die.
Once again. Okay, this was my fault. I forgot to press the jump button.
What an
See,
anticlimax.
the problem here is shitty button placement. Shiro, have you had the GameCube controller, right? Have you ever played a GameCube game or anything like that? Like something with the GameCube controller?
The only GameCube game I've played is Adventure 2.
Okay, fine. Of all the GameCube buttons, which is the typical button you would say it's good for the jump button?
The A button.
Well, guess what the jump button here is? The B button.
R or something?
And trust me, it took me a while to get adjusted to it because it's so unintuitive. Why map the jump button to the B button?
But I thought the Wachowskis were nerds, and if they were nerds, they know to put it on the A button.
If I have to be honest, Bo, what the hell?
I skipped the
skipped it.
cutscene. I skipped the cutscene.
Okay. If I have to be honest, Bo, the GameCube controller on
See what happened there? See what happened there?
And he dies.
I pressed A, which is the punch button, because again, my mind is kind of programmed to use the A button for jumping because I'm so used when I'm holding the GameCube controller in my hand. My first instinct in terms of jumping, unless I'm playing Smash, is to use the A button. But no, it's the B button, and I just don't understand this decision.
I mean, I'm fine with that because I grew up playing the advanced games, and on the Game Boy, the B and A button were both used as the jump button quite frequently, so I didn't have much trouble adjusting. But
the problem, there's also the thing that what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the A button is used for the punch button, and the B button is used for the jump button. So I had a real problem getting adjusted to that. Okay, it's just like in Sonic Unleashed, where for some moronic reason they mapped the homing attack to a different button than the jump button, even though it's been the same button as the jump button for years. You know, it made but of course they come back to this and brought that back in colors and generations. But I still don't understand what was the point of that decision. Like seriously, whoever thought it was a good idea to do that needs to be fired. Jesus Christ. Anyway, back to this game. Basically, we're running.
Yeah.
Because there's
To be honest, Bo,
hold on, Tail. Let me
actually
just
never
explain this to Shiroi.
sorry.
Basically, Shiroi, the agents are, okay, those guys with sunglasses. Basically, those guys are super strong, and I can't beat them, so I have to run away. Go ahead, Tail.
No, I was talking about the GameCube controller too. If I had to be honest, I don't want to shit on Nintendo and things, but I never found the GameCube controller intuitive. Again, I'm a guy who grew up with Sony.
Me too.
Actually, Tail, I agree with you.
Something more dynamic and symmetric as a Sonic controller to something like the GameCube that has always weird button placement. It's like, what the fuck?
I actually agree with you. Don't worry about that. I always found the GameCube controller to be very overrated. People like to talk about how it's one of the best controllers ever, and I'm like, what? Anyway, the only game where I definitely want to play with the GameCube controller is Smash. Because I've been playing Smash with the GameCube controller for so many years at this point that I just can't imagine playing Smash with another controller.
But that's why I'm glad they had the adapter for the Wii U.
Even Nintendo knows that the true way to play Smash is with a GameCube controller. Okay, that animation, Jesus Christ.
My God.
Animation.
This time, no face palm.
Answer the call.
There you go. Basically, the way to get back to the real world is to use phones. Don't ask why.
Yeah. By the way, if you have trouble seeing this cutscene, don't worry. It's actually like that.
Yeah. Basically, the lighting when they in these live action cutscenes.
The text is awful too. Jeez.
Yeah, the live action cutscenes were filmed with some of the worst lighting I've ever seen.
Seriously, this looks like something came from the Sega CD.
And you can tell it's not from my recording because the gameplay footage looks fine, but you can see what I mean, right? Like what the fuck? Okay, so this is what happened. Okay. Basically, the guys who died and left this transmission before they died, they found machines that are digging so they can reach Zion, which is the last human city, and so it can destroy it. Basically, the humanity is in serious trouble.
Yep.
For the 5th time in this series, apparently.
Yeah. Well, actually, the 6th one. And by the way, Shira, in case you're wondering, yes, Jada Pinkett Smith always has that face, that facial expression throughout the entire game. Like seriously, she doesn't have happy, sad, or bored expression. She just has angry expression.
Well, to be fair, that's most of the actors in the series.
Yes, sir.
So really, I can just put that down to the Wachowskis not being good actor-directors.
Oh yeah.
Just Abrams is an actor-director.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, lens flare aside, I find J.J. Abrams to be a very good director, actually.
Do you have a plan, Commander?
Right now, I want every ship to return to Zion. Full protocol as fast as humanly possible.
Okay, basically, Shiroi, the commander is actually in. The commander and Niobe here actually have an affair.
They're in love.
Yeah, they're in. So, yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't matter though, so don't worry. Even in the movies. Believe it or not, Dwebs. Actually, you played this game. Never mind. Basically, believe it or not, Teo, their relationship actually is more developed in this game because we actually have a scene with both of them alone and shit. Okay, basically, Shira, what we're doing right now is we're going to call every human who's in the Matrix, so we can gather in a single place, so we can tell everybody what's happening and shit.
Gosh, the lighting is awful in general.
Yeah.
Not just the one cutscene.
True, but
Let me guess, all the levels look like
look at the bright side. At least in the gameplay footage, we can actually see what's going on. Wow.
Okay.
Seizure.
Hi, Lawrence Fishburne.
It's code, by the way.
This is the Great Beyond Travel Agency. We will get back to you as soon as humanly possible.
I can imagine how the Wachowskis came up with these names. Right, we need to think of a name for for like a fake place where they go on holidays and stuff. Great Beyond.
Yeah.
And yeah, this bit doesn't happen in the film.
Nope.
I hear static,
That's
but that
me.
could be sweet wrappers.
It's me. For Chris Packett.
Okay. So basically, one of our friends was captured by the agents, so we had to save them. Filler.
Well, basically, and Shiro, before you ask if they're plugged in, why not just take the plug back out? Well, that's what the phones were for. If you don't unplug them properly, they die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally the phrase, if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That'd be like if That'd be like if you were trapped in a robot and they tried to...
By the way, Shiro, in case you're wondering what this loading screen is, basically...
It's data.
Yeah, it's data, yeah. Basically, they established in the first movie that there's way too much information in the Matrix to properly view it. So they have to see it encrypted with those letters. So basically, the Sparks is looking at everything that I'm doing through those letters because he's trained. Apparently, operators are so fast with their eyes that they can read letters as they keep passing by and shit.
I've never understood that.
Wow, the shortest level ever.
That was a level? What?
It reminds me a lot of Mind Jack in this regard.
Taylor, one of the lines is Jack in. So.
I'm also monitoring an agent, so keep your head down. I just caught a transmission. Get over to the hangar by the remote terminal. That's where they're taking Axel. We're gonna fly his ass out of here if you don't get to that hangar now.
How do I get to the hangar from here?
Easy. Get on belt number 10.
Will do.
All right, so we're gonna go. Now we have to get on belt number 10.
Yeah, Shiroy, I don't know, Shiroy,
Yes?
I get the feeling the Wachowskis aren't good at writing characters.
No,
I
you
get
think?
that too. I don't know what it is. It's
Is it the flat dialogue? Which, wait, let me get this straight. People that give praise, back in 1999 where, both Phantom Menace and The Matrix came out the same year.
Yep.
People were praising the Wachowskis from being so different from George Lucas. Now we're at the
Yeah,
point
but
where they're
different doesn't
actually at
necessarily
his level.
good.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, don't get me wrong. Both Phantom Menace and Matrix have really bad dialogue. However, I'll at least give credit for the first Matrix for at least being much more creative and overall. And
but then the Wachowskis fell to Jupiter Ascending, where they actually outright copied Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
How ironic.
That camera.
But at least she's in a different outfit, I suppose.
Yeah,
But she looks like Lady Gaga wearing her dress.
I won't be surprised if Jada Pinkett Smith one day wears a meat dress in one of her films.
Okay, you know how Sparks told me to get on belt number 10? Here's the problem. It's incredibly hard to find belt number 10 because again, the arrow at the top is crap at telling me where to go. So now I have to go. Okay, wait a minute. Where do I have to go exactly? Oh, that way.
So wait, we are stuck in a airport level where the level layout is confusing as fuck, and we don't know where to go to get things we need to do. It's
Pretty
like
much.
a Toy Story 2 game.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
I'm not
I've
kidding,
played the
Shiro.
first one of those.
In the official Toy Story 2 video game, there's a level set in the airport, one of the final levels, where the layout is confusing as fuck, and you don't know where to go.
Pretty much.
Is it more confusing than that one Rouge stage in Adventure 2?
Mad Space, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
not really.
I'm actually going to give credit to Toy Story 2. No, the Mad Space is still worse.
Thankfully.
What about this?
How about what?
This level.
Oh, I love this one. Check this out. Notice how the door
sorry.
seems to be open. There we go. See? Did you notice that?
Yeah. I had to step in. The space level in Sonic Adventure 2 can go die in the pits of hell.
Don't worry.
I spent 40 minutes in that fucking thing.
Don't worry, Teo. I'm pretty sure everybody hates Mad Space. There.
Yeah, but hell, at least would you say Mad Space had a better camera than this?
Allow me to take a line from Doug. Notice my directing. Notice my directing.
Would you say Mad Space had a better camera than this?
I don't know.
That's tough. What do you think, Shuri?
Sorry?
What do you think this
Mad
as the
Space
worst
level
camera?
from Sonic
This game or Mad Space?
I guess you have more control over the camera in Mad Space.
True.
So there you go. Well done, Wachowskis. You've done something worse than Sonic Adventure 2.
Well, I mean, you said it yourself. The camera was deliberately made to work this way for cinematic reasons.
Yeah.
Whereas in Adventure 2, the camera is just a shit camera.
It's just incompetent.
Yeah, but again, I'd rather have incompetence over, them trying to be showy in a medium that doesn't quite work with how they see it.
Yeah,
I mean, I was going to compare it to David Cage, but it doesn't quite work either because David Cage's games are movies trying to be games.
Pretty much.
Run up fly like the wind, bullseye.
And
It reminds me of that scene in Toy Story 2, which I'd rather be watching right about now.
Is this music still going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Level done.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When it comes to the Matrix soundtracks, I prefer the sequel soundtracks over the original one.
I actually really love the Matrix Revolution score.
Yeah, me too. I like Reloaded's as well. Revolutions is pretty good as well.
7R.
Okay, so basically, whoa. Okay.
Oh,
Where?
a sewer level.
Yes,
Glorious.
we're in the sewer level now.
And Niobe stopped to catch her breath, and we'll do as well. We'll see you in part 3.
See ya.
See ya.
See you then.